Hello, welcome to the Funko. Welcome to the Funko Illuminati, where everyone is a critic.
I feel like I'm in a bad '80s movie.
Right, me too.
Or a
You know
video
what the funny
game.
part? You know what the funny part is? That is an actual '80s song that's been chip tuned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could tell by the synthesizer and everything else in it.
From what, the second Ghostbusters movie? That song?
Yeah, it's Neutron City, I think is the name of the song. Hello, Laura. Wow. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for the super chat. That is absolutely friggin' amazing. We're saving the F-bomb a little bit later because sure, if Vince is here, I want to make sure he gets a use for it. And hello,
Laura. We were wondering how good the feet pics were that he sent you to get that kind of super chat.
Had to been stepping in
wait,
sticky marshmallow or something.
Guess what? Now, someone can use the F-bomb. There we go.
Oh, you
saved you an F-bomb.
Not yet. Not yet.
No pressure. No pressure.
A couple minutes into the live stream.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, we felt, we didn't want to ruin it. It's your thing.
Okay.
LBD will eventually be here. I mean, this live stream kind of caught him off guard. It was completely surprised last minute. Just not playing. So
I know we never do it at the same time or anything. It's always so sporadic that we do these things.
Yeah. Well,
exactly.
I mean, you never know. I mean, you did say last week that you didn't know if you were going to do it on Canada Day. So I mean, give him a little break. you do it every week anyway.
Yeah. Anyways. So yes, happy Canada Day, everybody. The day, I think, what are we at? 57 years of being Canada and being the hat to America. And then you guys have your July 4th this week as well. I think Thursday, if I'm right?
Mm-hmm.
So
does that make? Oh, I can't even go there.
You're
at what's Florida? I don't know.
I
There's a different hat that goes on that one.
For the record, I knew exactly what I was doing. My money actually was on Vince before you, Mitch, but I'm impressed that you.
Well, I didn't want to use my vulgar comment for that.
Well, ain't California
the beginning?
The bottom end?
We could be the bottom.
What's Mexico?
It is.
Well, I mean, feet can run, jump, hop, and swim. So I mean,
Lord.
Yeah. Well, July 4th is great. I mean, you got a lot of great things that happen.
People
what is
losing
Will
fingers.
Smith? Well, no. Remember that alien attack that was the back in the 90s that was taken care of?
Yeah, the one with Will Smith. Yeah.
I still love the fact that I convinced a girl that was based on a true story and they covered it up.
I believe it.
It is true.
Her name was
out there.
Her name was Renee, and she was not the quickest person. And honestly, I got in crap for it. Yes,
our property manager.
She was a Canadian, but we had a supervisor who came in from the States. He was from Florida. And it was playing on TV and in the lunchroom, and I said, yeah, it was based on a true story. I said, it's not, they changed a lot of things to make it good for the movie, but yeah. And she's like, really? Oh my God, yo, I didn't know that, yo. And
okay, now we understand.
I went over to the manager. I don't forget the manager's name, and I said, I convinced Renee that Independence Day was based on a true story, but they kind of overplayed everything. And he goes, don't worry, I got you. And he went over and said, yeah, every American knows this. She actually used to fall asleep on the phones.
It's not saying much for the companies you work for.
Yeah.
Saying.
Hey, I you don't see me wearing shirts that have company names on there, okay? Hey, Baby Ice. Hello, Kenneth. Thank you for coming out. Hope everyone's doing well.
Hello.
So, I guess you guys, are you guys going to do like barbecues next weekend then? For July 4th? Or?
Some people.
Well, I know Mitch always has like some type of party thing going on.
I mean, Tony's having a get together, but I got to work till 5, so I'll go over after that and hang out with them that evening.
Hey, dear.
On the 4th. So, as far as I know, that's the only thing I got going, because we're open, believe me. A lot of places are closed on the 4th.
I'm working,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
yes, it's Independence Day and it's a holiday, but I mean, it's not like a, especially in sales, it's normally a sale day. People actually do things. People actually come in and buy things.
sorry, Zelda.
That's
Zelda?
like a gigantic new mattress for Independence.
Oh. Remember your country by getting a Texas King.
It's an Alaskan King.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well,
It's
either
summer.
way.
That means barbecue every weekend.
Basically,
I wish I could have a barbecue. Oh, and Andrew just did his little bloop.
It's okay. I don't know why.
God, yeah, barbecues. Ironically enough, if I hadn't lost the other job, I'd be technically maybe do it. Actually, no, I'd still be on the road to Andrew's place. I'd be halfway there by now. Actually, no, I'd be there by now. I'd be tired, yeah, because I would have been there by 5 o'clock. So I could have done the live stream
today.
I would have looked like hell.
What
Well,
else?
22 hours on a Greyhound bus, stopping at every little piddly ass town between Hamilton and his place. Someone going now pulling into Silver Creek. Silver Creek. We are pulling in. We'll be in for 5 minutes. Silver Creek. Now leaving Silver Creek.
Interesting.
yeah. Then as you're pulling up, he turns off the water just to tell you, our water's out, just to see how long you'll sit in your stinky clothes before he turns it back on.
Nah, ain't no way, dude. I don't want him being stinky in my house. I'm just saying.
Oh, screw that, man. I grab a towel and head down to the Mississippi. I'll take my chances.
Yeah, you're better off.
You just see Sean getting hosed down.
Right.
Oh God, that was the only thing I wasn't looking forward to. With my luck, it'd probably be that one Greyhound. Yeah, we'll be traveling the next 8 hours. Unfortunately, the AC only works in my little part of the bus. Please enjoy the trip.
Yeah.
That would suck.
But yeah, it was. Oh well, I'll be doing it next year definitely. I have to. I mean, because the travel vouchers only go until August, so good times.
Yep.
So, pardon?
Who?
Sorry. Oh, I thought you said something quick. My apologies. Just looking at pops here right now. Are you serious? I can't believe I missed this. The Kiss 4-pack, the Funko Shop one.
They don't already had one of those.
No, they didn't have a 4-pack. They had them individually,
they had the stage.
Oh yeah, the album.
Yeah, the stage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, the stage.
That's way cooler than a 4-pack, dude. That's so boring.
Yeah, and this one's like it's all colorful. This 4-pack.
Yeah. I'll pull it up.
Like stage lights are shining on them.
Oh, okay. So it's like
it's like colors, pinks and blues, and
it's not black light, but still.
Well, it's not even that. It's that.
Yeah,
it's that.
Yeah, lame.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you've ever been to a kid show, I was gonna say if you've ever been to a kid show, it's basically the backlight that they use when they're on the stage for each individual.
No, that would have been cool if they did it that way with the freaking stage one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, LBD.
What's going on, guys? My bad. I had to be. What happened?
Hi.
Nothing. You're just coming in really, really rich. I'm just gonna turn you down a bit because he's probably using his phone again.
Yeah, I'm using my phone again because I haven't had time to do the damn push that program off the computer.
In the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've been busy. I've been going to work almost. Going to
There we
work
go.
and doing business stuff for the job, and then arranging the collection at the same time. It's a lot. Plus, I gotta make arrangements for my travel to take the kids. So it's been a lot.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're shipping the kid off to Honduras this summer, right?
Yeah. Also, about the first week of those 3 weeks, I was also taking it easy for that whole week because I ended up in the ER. Remember?
Oh yeah, Club
Over.
Yeah. Me and Andrew are special guests pretty frequently.
Oh yeah, I got frequent flyer miles to that
I was
place.
gonna say, you guys got VIP.
Yeah.
Let's kick it.
They get room bottle service, and by bottle it's medication.
Oh yeah. Their finest vintage.
No, it doesn't come in a bottle. It
Okay.
comes in a bag that they hang up next to
Yeah,
you.
pretty much.
Yeah. No box. We're
Why not?
classy that way. We don't use a box.
Why do I just see the word Cristal written on the side of the IV bag?
Oh, that's my nurse.
Instead of house
yeah.
music, it's just the friggin' heart monitor. Dee, dee. When they drop the bass, that's when they yell "Code Blue."
All right. Does that
We
sound a
already-
little bit better?
Actually, I already adjusted it, dude. I can adjust it on my end. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay. I just did the settings because it's a new phone. It probably didn't have the adjust audios. That's why.
No. You're coming in really hot, but I took care of it because thanks to StreamYard now, I can actually adjust people's mic settings.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so we already looked at these, but we didn't look at this. So I guess they finally found a use for all the old mugs that nobody bought. Yeah.
What is that?
So many moons ago, they had Funko mugs. I have two of them. I have the Hulk and I have Thanos, and they are absolutely useless as hell. No, Thanos and Doctor Strange doesn't matter anyways.
'Cause
Cleaning
the lip,
them
right?
is impossible. Pardon?
Because of the lip.
It's because of the lip, and you can't really drink out of them properly. They're
It's
useless.
Kind of like this.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, exactly.
I was looking for
You can't-
the Boba Fett ones a while ago. I could never find them.
The one I had was it wasn't Funko, but it was oh my god, the dude from the droid from Rogue One. That thing was horrendous. The same way like that too.
So I'm just trying to move up past what we'd already seen.
Well, you missed
more
the chalice
ghastly stuff.
exclusive.
Really?
The chalice. We did it last week or no?
Yeah, we did. This is all last. I mean, the only thing we didn't do last week was the
I don't remember
Simpsons
that.
The
What?
Advert calendar. This.
Not good.
Advent.
You sure?
Advent,
I
thank you.
can't remember the Piccolo and the Gohan not going. That wasn't up this week.
Yeah.
The chase bundle.
I did. Yeah, I saw it here.
Yeah, that's the Gohan. That's from the movie, by the way, not the actual show.
What are these nerds?
Technically, he is. Yeah. He stopped training and now he's a businessman. But now he turns into that.
Well then.
Apparently, a bunch of these got these pops got damaged in shipping.
Yeah, I saw that.
All
They
together
came
now.
in a hard stack.
Well, it didn't stop it. There's one where it looks like someone literally put his boot through it. There's like this
Yeah, I
perfect
saw
little
that.
half moon kick mark in it, and the pop inside is just completely totaled.
Oh, they
So
put
you
up
can
that
tell it-
2-pack this week too. I don't know if you guys saw that. They re-released the Luffy 2-pack
No,
at Funko Shop.
what is it? Oh, I guess this is to go with Gamer Stitch,
Probably.
and then Evil Homer. I am Evil Homer. I am Evil Homer. And more Deadpool, which we already got through. What's this? I think this is the custom. Wolverine skin coming. Pop yourself soon. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. So that makes sense. Okay.
Somebody please make Ryan Milky and send it to him. He hates Deadpool with a passion.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, he hates it. I think he hates Ryan Reynolds more than the actual Deadpool, but
I don't know. Maybe I should send him some funny money.
I got a better idea. What was that first movie Ryan Reynolds was in that got him like real famous? Was that college movie?
what was that?
Van Wilder.
Van
Van Wilder. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Van Wilder.
I've seen those in friggin' hawk shops for like 25 cents a piece. I think we just get a bunch of them and like send them over.
One for every day of the week.
And you can ship it by bubble mailer too, so because we're not worried about the condition of the DVD, we just want to get it over. Another hello. Oh, hey Vince, buddy, look.
I know.
You know,
What the heck is that?
It's a little
vampire
strange
one?
looking.
yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
I'm supposed to be killing that. Except for it didn't have teeth, from what I heard.
Then we got racing. Lewis Hamilton.
Cool.
Ooh.
What's
Yeah, I
that
was
thing
thinking
right
that too.
there?
This
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
Yeah,
Crazy
it
that
elemental
basically-
hero. Flame.
So basically, it is a elemental hero that gets fused. That's already come out. There's a version of this character that's already come out. This is the fused version of that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
interesting. I could have swore they already did this. Hallmark.
Ornament. Yeah.
Okay,
Ornament.
cool.
They're supposed to be at San Diego Comic-Con. Walmart.
That's
And
the
what's this?
play red light, green light for all the kids that go into the Christmas tree in the morning.
And apparently, I'm guessing this is a short.
Is it? I don't even know what the heck that is. Wanda?
Well, it says television, so it's probably a Disney show or something.
Yeah,
That looks like Disney writing, so I'm assuming.
yeah, it does. Well, it's a Skydance. It's the company,
Oh,
which is owned by Disney.
okay.
You know that
Sure.
little thing where Kermit the Frog is like dropping the rod into the water, and it
Yeah,
used to be
there's
a little
another
piece.
glam of all the pops in that same line. There's like 3 or 4 pops coming out in that same line.
What the heck is that Vader thing?
Another
old school.
Vader for why I don't know.
Yeah. And then we have more bitty pops. Oh, the Batman ones, new ones, nice.
No. The only one I might get is they're making a ride,
Oh,
bitty ride.
guess what?
It's a Batmobile. I might.
Guess what Andrew's getting for Christmas?
Oh, son of a-
More Parks and Rec.
Wait, I missed that.
Poor
Batman
Johnny.
thing. Can I see it? Can I see it one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Check. Dude.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Hmm.
I think I'm good.
Well, those basketball pops.
Yeah.
Bouncy
At least
ball.
this time they're going with different. At least this time they're going with different sculpts.
Is that?
Well, I mean the lower body's still the same for a lot. No, they're actually different. Each one's different.
Those
Wait
are
a minute.
different.
Oh my god.
Is that college or something? Because I don't.
No,
recognize-
that's Nikola Jokic. It's Kevin Durant. Paolo Banchero. He was like the top pick last season.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see
Darius
Suns on
Garland
it.
and
Yeah.
who is
Yeah.
that? Shai Gilchrist Alexander. Yeah,
It's
It also
Shay,
has-
but yeah.
Shea. Yeah.
All right, Sean, take it easy, okay?
Yeah.
Huh?
Rough.
Sean can't say names, and it seems like it's getting contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. I don't want to hear a word from you, LBD.
Listen, typing and saying names, 2 different things. Plus, half the time I'm barely looking at the
Wow.
damn phone.
Wow.
You act like
LBD
you can't type.
Well,
I don't know.
Sean talk to text is horrible too. So
Yeah.
I still like the other day, Mitch. It's like LBD said something, and I'm like, what is he going on about? And Mitch is like, oh, I understand what he said. It's like, could you let me in on the joke?
No, I got the joke because he was like, I know it's bad when I can understand when he types incorrectly.
yeah, exactly.
I'm not big on pop rides, but I might actually want this.
I don't remember. I thought the car she drove was like pink or something.
No, it was black, and it was belting out like enough friggin' black smoke to kill a small. Small country.
Huh.
It's your classic
Is it
80s trope where somebody pulls more Star Wars. What makes this one different? Oh, they're silver in there. Really?
What?
What the hell they do to What they do to Mando?
What is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, they look weird as
It
hell.
looks short.
What's
He
it say up
looks-
top, John?
Huh?
What's the thing say?
Oh, on top?
Yeah.
Box glam of the new Mandalorian and Grogu pops, Star Wars pops. Yeah, it doesn't say anything else.
Okay, I
Just
didn't know if
somebody-
it had a description of why they look the way they do. I mean, they kind of look like not metallic, but that
No, you know what they look like?
Pearlescent?
They look like game
Yeah.
pieces. Like they're supposed to be like
pearlescent.
from like a Lego or a game piece because of the way that they're like short. They don't have like body proportions properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even for Funkos, they're kind of off.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. More Rudolph.
Well, Rudolph's
bad.
the same way right there. If you notice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the same circular raised pedestal.
It looks similar to like when they do the chocolate bars and stuff like that, like the gifts and things like that. It looks similar to that.
They look like the
Yeah.
the little people.
Well-
like, you know,
well,
those-
Well, Jeremy just said it. I think they're supposed to look like ornaments. Maybe.
Maybe that might be it. That might
Could be.
actually be it.
Could be.
Oh man, they're pushing it. Like I already
Yeah.
got
Iron
ornaments.
So I'm looking at this Iron Man where like all the armor is like flying onto him. How many do you think will get delivered with the tiny little bits broken off?
Oh, a lot.
40%.
It's gonna be
I
hard.
say
'cause, like,
47.543.
unless they put like a clamshell, like it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. One of Mitch's favorite streaming shows.
I love Ted
Ted
Lasso.
Lasso.
A lot of people love Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Jamie
Yeah.
Tart.
Great show.
See, the only
Convenient
thing I like is the scene with Roy there when he's like, "No, what you do with a bully is you break into his house."
Jeez. But, I mean,
He's
I-
like, "You know what? No, I'm good. I think we're just gonna talk to him, talk to his parents." We'll keep... Then we got another Snoop. Oh yeah, this Snoop is Elf on a Shelf.
Yeah, he actually has one. Like you can actually buy the Snoop on a stoop. So I don't know why you would go with the Funko Pop.
Snoop on a
Snoop
stoop.
on a
That's
stoop.
crazy.
they sell it at Hot Topic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got a buddy of mine. I call him Snoop on a stoop because he's short, kind of like Sean.
Little Snoop's not short.
No,
Yeah.
but the Snoop on a stoop is very tiny. That's kind of the joke.
I'm just checking to see if there's anything else on Dis Funko that we missed. Aside from the stupid Optimus Prime Target thing, which I thought was kind of
Stupid.
yeah. Nothing. Oh wow, got to see somebody. So you want to see the pics of one of the mystery boxes?
Of what mystery box?
Remember the
Funko
mystery box?
the
Yeah.
$20 mystery box.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, this is from this tracker, but so that I can get for 14 here. There's nothing there of. I mean, sorry.
Nothing special. There's another picture too,
Yeah.
which is another 3 terrible ones too. But
Oh.
for $20,
Yeah.
Yeah.
can't really fault
Yeah.
it. I mean,
Yeah.
I knew this was
They'd
gonna
all be
happen.
great though.
absolutely.
Bottle rockets too.
Everybody thought they're going to get a proto. I'm like, not everyone's getting one.
Right?
Yeah, I haven't seen any protos yet, to be honest.
I'm telling you, there's
But-
probably only 1 or 2 in the whole run
Mm.
that they're going to give out.
So basically, you got a bunch of junk and then maybe a chance at a proto.
Yeah. Or
Basically.
honor pretty much.
So
And you know what I find funny though, like all that craziness and like now, I want to see the people who are complaining that they got their orders canceled and saying it's not fair. That if they're still gonna be that upset,
It turns
Yeah.
out that
Yeah.
their order didn't get canceled.
what happened?
Oh, so
It-
oh really?
I bet
They-
they're mad
no.
that it did.
They overcharged. There was something went wrong and they overcharged them, so they canceled their order and gave them back the money and then took the right amount out.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh okay. All right.
So that shows you how much I
That's
cared
reasonable.
about looking into that.
Yeah.
Much.
Well, 'cause
It went,
let's
it
be
went,
honest,
it went
how
as
many
deep as.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, LBD.
But let's be honest. Half the time when we see people complain about their orders being canceled, it's because somebody did something shifty. And how many times can you reread that same story to put effort
Yeah,
into it? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
no.
the only reason I really don't look into it anymore.
No.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
don't care
People like-
anymore. But I was
I
just
cared enough to know the information.
well, that's because
Yeah.
like seeing it on Instagram thumbing through.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just saw the cancellations and people crying about it, and I'm sitting there going,
Yeah, I've seen that too.
yeah. But
I was going to comment. What else did you expect? Like,
Yeah.
Come on, this has been going on for how long now?
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
exactly. Shit happens. People get
Yeah.
upset. Then something else happens, and it distracts them, and they move on to the next thing to get angry about.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sunrise, sunset.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, next month we got San Diego stuff coming out. I was looking at the
That's this month,
prices.
I
How
thought.
much? Oh yeah, we're in July 1st, dude. Yeah, so you're right, Andrew. Gold star for you, buddy.
Thanks.
I know everybody was complaining about the tickets and everything. Like, you can't change the name on the tickets no more for fun days, and,
Nah,
and
Yeah.
everybody's all like, "Well, they don't check for names anyway." Watch this be the one time they do check for names.
But you know what? That's gonna be when people are gonna finally get what they deserve. Is that I'm not against people trying to make a buck, but there are some people, man, who take it to another level, and I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, you play stupid games. Eventually, you're gonna get a stupid prize. You get away with it for a while, but like everything else that you do wrong and illegally, eventually it catches up to you.
Here's the thing: you don't have to buy it. You don't have
Exactly.
to go. You don't have
But
to go
that's
to
my
the
point.
event. It's like,
Yeah.
That's my
And
point.
okay, and the other thing too, just to add on to what Quick said, if you buy a ticket with the planning of going and then life happens, because let's be honest, I'm not currently sitting in Andrew's place is a prime example of life happening. You have to then yeah, you should be able to switch your ticket over. But the problem is that people have abused it so horribly over the past how many years have they been doing this now? 4 or 5 now, at least.
Probably more.
Been
what, fun
more than
days?
that, I think.
Yeah.
Fun days they've been doing for like ever, dude.
Okay, but
They've
I mean,
been
like,
For a while.
but at this level where they're like, selling tickets online, because originally Fun Days you had to
Yeah.
actually go. You had to go to the, shop and get.
Selling tickets online. Yeah, that's probably recent.
Well,
Yeah.
I bought the first tickets online. It was for Fun Days in Hollywood during the COVID. That was the first time when they started doing it when you had to do it Eventbrite.
2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2020. So we'll say let's be fair and say 3 years. Okay, just to, now with that in mind.
But they were not to interrupt. They were also free.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, but people were still
free. It was at the stores usually.
Yeah, and people were still selling free tickets. I remember that too, because I saw one as high as 500, and I know somebody who paid 150 for one free ticket. So some people made out pretty well.
Yeah.
But considering the fact that now to even go to these events, and I heard too, some of the influencers who didn't win tickets are still going, but they're not going to the main. They were not getting invited to the main event. They're only getting invited to an influencer event.
Huh.
So I don't know how true that is, but it'll be interesting to see.
Well, we'll find out, and pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When is SDCC?
The 18th, 17th to the 20th,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's the middle of the month.
Gotcha.
So
it's funny because speaking of cons and stuff like that, so I've mentioned this before a couple times here. Obviously with the job that the extra job that I got now with the store and stuff, I might be there as a vendor this year, more than likely. Especially because I've not only secured a spot, I wouldn't say secure a spot, but not only got a good relationship with the store that I'm at now, but I've also built a relationship with the other 2 stores that definitely always go and always need people in the same mall. so that's even a higher possibility now. But on
Not
top
bad.
of that, I might be able to get into some other like more exclusive events because there's an influencer who's gonna be there, who's actually hosted NYCC before, and they might do it again this year. And I'm close with him a little bit. I'm more of an acquaintance with him, not too close. We cordial, but with his partner, I'm more close to like we.
So,
we
LBD, what are you getting at, buddy? You're telling us that you're going to be at New York Comic Con?
A lot of it, no. I'm probably going to be at New York Comic Con, and I'll probably be able to get into some of these events that I didn't think I was going to get into. I wasn't going with the plan to go to that, but then when I talked to these people, they kind of like, I was like, oh, we're going to be there, da da da. I was like, oh, okay. So we'll see you there,
Sorry.
I guess. I was like, okay.
I hope. Well, I hope you get to go. Honestly, I do, just for your own,
that'd be cool.
for your own amusement. But listening to you, it sounded like that scene from Shrek with the gingerbread man. I may or may not know, could possibly be, but not sure.
No. Well, 'cause I don't want to like say specific things or specific names because that's you never know what happens there. So it's just one of those
I would say
things.
synopsis. I would have gone with, there's a good chance I might be able to go if my cards are played right.
Yeah. Well, if I wasn't being interrupted every 2 minutes, I probably would have been able to do that.
I would have just kept that to myself anyway.
I don't care, bro. Like, listen here. If my cousins want to show up that I never met before, I'll treat you like every other cousin. Like, deal with it.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
Have they? I haven't seen anything. I mean, that's like less than 2.5 weeks away.
They've already started the sales on tickets.
But
I had no.
Talking about SDCC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm wondering why we haven't seen like a full list of like what's going to drop at the con.
Yeah, nope. They haven't got a list.
I mean,
Or
they've
in the
shown a
boxes
couple of
either.
lambs, a couple, things that have been out there, like that Yu-Gi-Oh thing we just saw as a summer convention. But
well, keep in mind that when they release the stuff out for SDCC, normally, at least I found, it's always about 14 days before the event.
okay, we're
So, I mean,
16
technically
days
close.
away, 15, 16 days. So,
well, yeah, we're close. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to assume that they're going to start pushing things out probably maybe between Tuesday and Friday would be my assumption.
yeah,
Because remember they would. Well, because they did release days. Remember that it would be like somewhere around lunchtime Eastern Standard Time. No, sorry, 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. So whatever it is in California, I guess it would be 11. And they would do the post where it'd be like, today's DC Day, and here's all the DC pops, and it'd be 15,000 different versions of Batman. And the next day was.
My point is they were announcing when they were going to start doing that well ahead of that, though. Like there were promos out there saying, "Hey, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be dropping the blah 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 blah," and I've seen nothing.
No, you're right.
Could it be because their social media team is just junk now, and we don't get?
Yeah, I was gonna bring that out. Thank you, Andrew. I was actually going to say that's like, they've got their social media team more times than it is literally the version of Survivor. It's like, hi, welcome to Funko social media. I'm going to be and they're gone.
or they don't know what they're going to put out.
Yeah,
that's a
true
good possibility.
They're still trying to find stuff to throw in there.
They're still trying. Yeah, they're still trying to find stuff to put in the Fun Days boxes. I mean, down
Yeah.
to the wire.
Yeah, making
they-
sure it's not
maybe
all the
they'll do
same
like
thing.
Maybe they'll do it like that year where they were putting the stickers at the convention. They didn't even have the stickers
Right.
on them. They were just...
That was crazy too. It's like they
Yep.
added stickers on as people were vinyl.
The
God, that was
have y'all seen
funny.
have y'all seen the glam shots from the new Gladiator movie coming out?
No.
Yeah. Variety did Vanity Fair did like a bunch of posts of all the different things. It's like Pedro Pascal's in it.
Oh wow,
Denzel Washington's in it.
that should be interesting.
Yeah, but those actors were announced like last year that they were going to be involved in those projects.
I know, but they're showing glams. They're showing clips, like shots from the movie with them in their outfits and everything else. Like, just what I'm saying is like this right here.
Like for real, we're in it type of deal.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like shots from the movie. Like that's Pedro Pascal and his Gladiator thing. from the movie.
Well,
What's
we
the-
know.
what's
What's
it-
this guy getting in these days?
Hey, hold on, guys. Seconds, please. What's the Instagram page? And I'll pull it up.
Well, you know,
Not on
Pedro Pascal's
Instagram.
never played a period piece. You know, he's never
Let's see
had
if I
that
can
kind of a
find
role
it.
before, right?
Who?
Pablo Pascal.
Pedro, yeah, I'm being sarcastic.
He was in Game of
obviously.
Thrones.
Yes, quick, I know. Hence the sarcasm.
Oh.
Sorry,
Yeah,
it's hard to
'cause he
tell
was in
sarcasm
The
when you
Last
get
of
to
Us
someone's
too.
face.
Vanity Fair on
Okay.
Twitter or X is where I was seeing the posts.
Okay, cool. I'll pull it up. Vanity Fair. And that's
Fancy.
on Twitter/X. Such a stupid name change. All that work for nothing.
That's how we do it here. You've seen how we name football teams here. It takes us 2 years.
Yeah, like there's Denzel Washington.
Washington football team. Good old days.
Great. I'm like scrolling through and it's showing me older covers of like the newest magazines, but nothing that I wanted to see.
Oh, this chick's in the new one too. The one from the first movie.
Gladiator 2. Gladiator 2, this time it's personal.
Yeah. What's his name's in it? Eddie from Stranger Things is in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Let me
no.
guess, he chops.
Look at him. Hang on. Let me get it focused.
you're gonna play Pink Floyd this time.
Dim my screen.
The Wall by Pink Floyd.
Focus any better.
Yeah, he looks like a dork.
Yeah, he looks weird.
It looks like a dork. Mitchin on the red carpet. You're way cooler, Paymaster Puppet.
Or they just actually have him up on the stadium playing Master of Puppets while their gladiators are fighting. Dun, dun, dun.
On what they call it? A fluke or something?
A loot. A loot.
Yeah,
that was
loot.
that was
There you
that
go.
was. I was gonna say, nice instrument. Wrong time period.
Here, I just sent you the link to the Vanity Fair article, and if you go
Thanks.
through the article, it has little pictures in
Okay.
it.
There we go. Thank you. I'm gonna pull it up here. 1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just want to make sure. Shrink that
Make
down.
sure that's what you're really
Okay, cool.
sending me.
No, it's not that. It's just the problem is because they're all high res photos. It takes a few seconds to load everything up. So I'm just making sure everything is loaded first before I actually go through. Because I can see the files. Hold on, 2 seconds. Watch me get a copyright strike for a movie that isn't even out yet.
Yeah. Oh, these are published everywhere. I mean, they're in a published article. So
It's never stopped anybody before.
yeah, that's the guy that's apparently playing the new Gladiator or whatever. I don't know if it's his son or what it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think the
biggest
son is
ticket,
dead.
right?
Huh?
Huh.
Yeah, there's Denzel.
Not bad. Wow, they really went high on the white powder face paint there.
Oh yeah, dude. That's crazy. It doesn't even look like Joseph Quinn.
No, he doesn't. And
No.
it's funny too because they his face. Just to give you an idea, Andrew, his face is like alabaster white, and then they put rouge on his cheek, so it stands out like a mile away.
Oh god.
Yeah, there's
I don't think
Ridley
that's
Scott.
period correct.
Wait a minute, isn't that the guy that has Jurassic Park?
No, that's Ridley Park. He's the Welcome.
Welcome to Gladiator Park. Jeff Goldblum is back. Everyone was wondering if they could. Nobody thought about whether they should.
Yeah, there you go. Good Lord.
You know what that reminds me of? That looks like Ben Stiller from that one movie Tropic Thunder when he plays that character.
Oh, yeah.
Simple
Yeah,
Jack.
Jeez, that's bad, but true.
The picture's in my mind. This looks like a Black Friday sale. I guess this is where he's going to come up with a new catchphrase to match up. Are you not entertained?
Right.
I'm guessing this is the son looking at his father's armor.
Probably.
Because there's his name. Yeah, because there's his name below.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maximus Berilius. That's it.
Fighting around the world. It looks like we lost LBD. I think he did not like the Gladiators.
It brings back bad memories.
Whoa. To the Colosseum.
Clever Gladiator. Oh God. It looks good though. I mean, aside from our sarcasm and commentary, it does look like a decent movie. I'm just curious because it's one of those movies that was so good. I don't know if I'm hoping. I'd like to see the sequel match up to the original.
But what I don't understand is his wife and his kid are burned, right?
Yeah.
So who's his new wife and kid? You're saying that's his kid?
Well, we don't know that. I don't know who that guy is.
I was about to say.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It couldn't be his kid because obviously, as you said,
Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he was a Roman soldier, so I mean, technically, he could have a half son somewhere. It's not too it's not unheard of.
Yeah.
Son or brother. It's all the same, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say you might if you read up on Roman history, a lot of them don't really care about you're married. Yeah,
Logistics.
yeah, I am.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's that lady's kid.
Oh yeah.
That was
I would
Joaquin
hope it was a
Phoenix's
lady.
sister.
The prince.
Yeah.
Or the little Caesar.
Yeah,
Little Caesar.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I haven't read the synopsis of it or anything or from the trailer.
I'm just surprised.
Or anything like that.
I'm just surprised they're doing it, but there's a lot of sequels I never thought would come out in my time, excluding obviously my favorite franchise. But I mean, you got Beetlejuice 2 coming out, you got Gladiator.
Yeah.
Can't think of any others right now. I know there's a few in the pipeline that they talked about, but nothing's been solidified. And Blade seems to be going through directors and writers like friggin' crazy.
Yeah, I think they finally finalized that.
They did, but they lost another writer and they brought another one in. That's why when that movie comes out, I bet you the writing credits on that are going to be longer than the movie.
Yeah. The new season of The Bear dropped. I watched.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Season.
Let me know that. Okay.
It was really good. It was a really good
Yeah,
season.
It's kind of a show.
Yes, it is on Hulu. It's an FX series on Hulu. But yeah, it's about a restaurant. But yeah, it was really good. Kind of some of the first episode's really interestingly shot. And then one's a backstory episode on one of the characters. It's interesting.
Actually, I gave one of yours and LBD's shows that you suggested to watch. I gave it a try, and I'm 23 episodes in. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yeah,
Jujutsu
Yeah.
Kaisen.
Jujutsu.
Yeah. Yes. It's
Okay.
interesting. I'm enjoying it. It's not like a lot of the other. The problem with a lot I like with the new animes now is that they don't do the whole entire episode where a character is like working on their ultimate attack for the next 20 episodes. It's hey, I learned some small skill. I'm going to incorporate it into who I am and move on, instead of all right, I'm going to go to superhero university and learn how to do this one attack, and you're going to watch it for an entire season.
Yes. Yeah. So the first episode of Demon Slayer, the dub finally came out.
Oh, it did?
The first episode of the only one episode so far. They've dropped like 8 or 9 episodes. But the first one, I watched it last night. It was really good.
Nice.
Oh, I think LBD's back. Welcome back, buddy.
What I miss about Gladiator? Are we done?
Actually, we were just talking about how we're going to do a Gladiator themed, show next week, and you're going to have to dress as your favorite Gladiator. So get that baby oil out and work it up, okay?
Sure.
That didn't sound good at all, Sean.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, we don't need to work anything up with baby oil. Anyways,
All right,
Well,
I'm just putting it
Well.
out there. You guys are the one who requested
I know
me to
how they
start
get
wearing
good
a shirt.
super
I felt
chats now.
comfortable. Okay.
okay. So, but yeah, no, that first episode came out. Still waiting on a Kaiju number 8 to get
Yeah.
done.
They were doing so good, and then it stopped at that really, 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 really cliffhanger. I was like, God damn it! And then like, oh, okay, good. Next week happens. It's like, are you serious? I'm
Yeah,
about to pull a Mitch, screw it, and just watch it with the subtitles just to get it out of my system.
Nah, I got enough stuff to watch, so I don't need to do that. But that 90s show, the new season of that dropped today.
Yeah, I heard.
What else?
First of all, what first episode of what dropped? I wasn't here for that.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Oh,
The
I was
new season,
wondering.
the Hashira training arc or whatever.
Oh, in English, finally.
Yeah.
Just the first episode though.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like all in French right now, and I'm sitting in the back of my head going, there's a young Sean sitting first day in French going, I'll never need to know this. And now I look back and go, I really should have applied myself. I mean, if it for anything, I could have watched it in French and been entertained.
French?
Yeah.
Yeah.
French
All dubbed in French right now. The whole thing.
Yeah, they had like 5 different languages other than English.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
They
I just
had-
saw
they
that.
had-
I saw something that started with a T. Some language.
Tagali.
Well, something like that. Yeah.
It was French, Tagali, Hindu, and I forget what the other 2 were because I was looking. I was like, Tagali? How many Tagali watchers are there out there that would be compared to English and French?
Tagalog? Like Filipino?
Yeah.
A lot.
No, but compared to French and English, though.
Here's how I look at it. What do you pay those people? Like honestly, like what do they pay these people?
Well, what
Like,
voice
compared to-
actors have they gotten to do it so far? That's what it is. I mean, it
Yeah.
was
No,
dubbed.
but that's kind of my point, Mitch. Like, what are they paying these people? Like, I'm sure these people are excited just to have the job. First of all, second of all, they're not getting paid exactly a lot, so they can get it done a little bit quicker.
Well, that's
Yeah.
racist.
Oh, okay.
Racist.
No, it's not.
It's true. There's these guys that live in Japan, and the one guy's a voice actor, and he's like, I do all my voice acting through in my he's got a second room in his house where he does all his voice acting work, and then he just uploads it
Most
to the
voice
cloud.
actors do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but thinking about it like this, there's so many animes that have been dubbed in Spanish way before they were dubbed in English, and like that's why every time I used to go visit my family, I would be watching stuff that didn't even come out here yet. I'm like, this is crazy. My first experience with anime was in Spanish because they hadn't even touched the States yet.
See, for me, it was Astro Boy. Hey,
No.
Nadia.
My first
Got no idea.
anime to watch in Spanish was Goku and so Dragon Ball, and it was also Sailor Moon because my cousin watched Sailor Moon. So
Hmm.
I knew all their voices only in Spanish, and then when they finally started playing it on TV here is when I finally deep dove into it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mitch, what was your first
Yeah.
anime? Like seriously, like growing up, what was the first anime you watched? I'm just curious.
First anime?
Yeah, like what's considered anime?
Probably. I mean, literally, I didn't watch anime as a young person.
Okay. So you're old.
Honestly,
You
I
admit
started
that
watching
first.
anime when I started watching My
He
Hero.
didn't have TV when he was young.
Yeah, that's true. It
It
was
wasn't
shadows on a
invented
cave
yet.
wall. It was shadows on a cave wall. Batman literally was a
They
guy
were
just
really
wearing
big
that.
with really big TV with really small screen that was really heavy. Let's put it that way.
And every
Then
time
they
you turned
got
it on,
really big screens, but were really heavy.
Yep.
and let me guess, when you turned it on, it hummed.
Just saying.
The lights lowered in the house when you turn it on.
It literally came on like.
Then you got to move the ears around until you get a nice clear picture.
Well, Mitch was the first remote.
Oh yeah,
To be
rabbit
honest,
ears
I think
with some,
we
aluminum
were
foil
at my
ain't
house,
a bad thing,
Nope.
I remember my grandmother got rid of her floor model TV and actually got like what was considered a modern TV in the 90s. Was a 49-inch like tabletop. Like she had a proper table to put it on. And that other one, it was so big and heavy that we actually took it apart in the living room. We put a tarp on the floor and just started gutting it and then taking pieces out of the house piece by piece because we realized there was no way that we were going to carry this thing. It's like, well, I got it in here. So, no, you paid the company you bought it from to bring it in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Grandma
no, yeah, the first
figured
anime I
it out.
watched, I think, was My Hero.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
mine,
recently.
like I've said 1,000 times, was Astro Boy, and that was on a black and white TV.
Yeah. But if I watched any back in the day, I don't remember it. Nothing really sticks in my head because
Pokemon.
Well, when
Yeah.
when Mitch was
Does
when
Pokemon
anime
count?
was like booming, I don't think
Yeah.
Mitch was like home.
It's anime.
Yeah, Pokemon was anime.
Yeah.
Which
That
was
would be
funny
the first
because
thing I watched.
your CW or the Cartoon Network used to show a brand new episode of Pokemon once every Saturday, but YTV here in Canada, which was like our version of Cartoon Network or a poor man's version of it, showed a new episode of Pokemon every weekday. So by the time like the second month, because dubs were always behind, in Canada we were like 2 seasons ahead of the US, but as soon as they finished that, it was all repeats afterwards.
Well, it's kind of like the same way what I told you. Like when I first saw anime, it wasn't It would have probably been something like Pokemon or something like that if it wasn't for the fact that Dragon Ball came out and Saint Seiya and Sailor Moon, all these other animes were ahead of its time in Central America. But not for that, I'm pretty sure it would probably have been Pokemon or maybe something else. Who knows?
Yeah, I remember watching Dragon Ball in early 90s.
Yeah.
And it was like the first 2 episodes. But and of course LBD knows the first anime movie I ever watched.
Here.
Yeah, I finally got Dylan to watch it. He's not sure what to make of it. He said it was an acid trip.
See, my comment was I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie, but I can see how watching that when it came out leaves an impact more than watching it right now. Like,
well, the other thing to think of with Akira though is the entire anime was hand painted. Like when you look at the buildings in that anime, all the building lights that are on was somebody hand painting them onto a cell.
Yeah. No, I get that. And a lot of animes were like done like that, especially back then. But what I'm saying is that I can tell, like, if this was something I would have watched back then, it would have left a lasting imprint the way it has on a lot of people. Like for me, it was just another anime movie that I enjoyed watching. You get what I'm saying? It didn't leave an imprint just because I didn't catch it when it was out.
When it was new.
I just realized too. Now that we're into the summer, I guess now we're hitting the slow spot for new releases on shows.
No, give it a second, because they already announced, like, as they're announcing season 2s of everything. Like, obviously, Kaiju #8 already got their season 2 announced, and a bunch of other stuff.
Well, no,
They're
I'm
already announcing what's
talking
coming out.
live action.
Live action.
Anime is always cycling, dude. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. You'll always have a season of something starting. If you have at least a short list of 8 favorite animes, you will never be out of something to watch in a year.
Well, I like to try new and old stuff. Like when stuff starts slowing down, I'll even
Yeah.
go through stuff and like, oh, this is recommended to you. I'll watch the
But
first 2 episodes.
do you think I'm wrong
and
in
stuff
saying
like
that?
No, you're right. Live actions is definitely slowed down a lot, but that's because the production costs have gone so high now that they can't afford to just pump out everything every single idea that's come to their head like they used to.
True. What you looking at,
no
Mitch?
Nothing. Something popped
No
up
ma-
on my phone.
No matter how like how much you try to take filming to Canada or such and such place where it's gonna be less money and blah blah, it's still like the production cost still is high. So it's just one of those things that they can't pump things out as much as they used to, and they can't grab any Z-list actor all the time and save money that way now because.
Sorry, you just reminded me of something that's on Netflix. I wondered, it's been out long enough. I wondered if everyone else had seen it yet. That one with J-Lo in it.
Oh yeah. Where the AI had the most personality.
Yeah. Oh my
I didn't
God,
make it very
man.
far. It is not for blind people. I can tell you that.
Andrew, I have perfect vision, and I can assure you, sir, you were at an advantage.
Yeah. Well, audio description really sucked.
I have the best advantage. I don't have Netflix, so boom.
I don't think there's
what
any.
service provider do you have?
Huh?
Sorry, what were you going to say, Mitch?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, LBD.
No, I was just wondering what cell phone provider
Quickdraw has.
Quickdraw has, because pretty much I know any T-Mobile plan ever now apparently has free Netflix.
Huh.
And some people don't even use it. They don't realize that they have it.
Anyway,
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I think I'm better off without it anyway. I don't even think it's worth it for free.
Andrew and I are dying to know what Mitch was going to say.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, I was just talking about if anybody. I don't think there's really any He-Man collectors around here, but Epic dropped a pre-order for the Chase bundle for like $50 or something for the new He-Man, the Fusion, the game.
The game Fusion,
Funko game thing. But I was just saying, I'm not getting it, but I'm just saying I just saw that. I don't know if anybody maybe on the stream or something.
The only one I know that used to be big into He-Man was Tylock, and I haven't heard from him in a dog's age.
I had the toys when I was a kid, but I wasn't really big into it.
We get it.
I enjoyed watching it. What?
I'm just saying that Quickdraw just like to see big muscular guys in thongs. That's why he had it.
Their loincloths.
Wait. You watch Dragon Ball, please.
Right?
Don't. First of all, my characters have clothes, okay?
But they're shirtless.
The male ones?
They all have clothes. They don't start off in a bikini, okay? I'm sorry. I'll tell you this.
Yeah. So my apologies. They were doing burlesque fighting.
I also had a lot of the Thundercat toys too. I used to have the Cat Slayer and everything.
Tell me if this is wrong, but I remember that show for some reason in my head lasted like 6. I don't know who did that, but please don't. That there was 6. There were 2 seasons, but I swear to God, it was like 6 seasons. And then when I looked it up, every season was like 60 some odd episodes that they broke up into different segments.
Would have surprised
Mhm.
me.
Yeah, and apparently a lot of cartoons back then were like that way because the object
G.I.
was
Joe.
if you produced enough media, you could get into syndication just by weight alone, like volume
Yeah.
alone.
Well, yeah. Also, you can sell crap ton of toys to a bunch of kids.
Well, yeah, that was the other thing. But if you could get into syndication, you wouldn't need to sell toys because it'd be playing on every channel.
Still,
Yeah.
put it to you this way. Put it this way. Ever
Well-
since kind of a perfect modern example of that would be Temu. You know how much money they paid? Nobody knew what the hell Temu was, and they paid a buttload of money to get onto the Super Bowl.
Okay.
No, let me finish before you cut me off again. Before I get to the damn point. And now their commercials are everywhere, and everybody and their mother is buying from there. And it's just because they just shoved it down your throat, like all those damn episodes.
Well, I was looking up the episodes of Thundercats. Apparently, 65 episodes in one season. Season 2 was 25, and the last 2 seasons were 20. Were 20 each.
No.
Yeah, you have to have 100 episodes for syndication. So literally within the first 2 years, they had syndication. Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, by the middle of the third year, but 65 episodes, man. Like,
They're working
What about-
hard.
What about the real Ghostbusters?
I think that's in a similar situation too. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. There we are. Real Ghostbusters. Kind of backwards actually. First season 13 episodes. Second season 65. Third season 13. Season 4 8. I guess it was a slow season. Then they changed it to Slimer, which was 13. Then fifth season was 21. Sixth season was 16, and seventh season was 14. Clearly, people were not having steady paychecks back then.
No.
Well, also I think that they had difficulty making that show because there was another thing that had that
Yeah.
was called Ghostbusters. That was a cartoon.
Yes. But just the idea of 65 episodes in one season, like you wouldn't even get that in anything nowadays. I don't know. But
Nope.
yeah.
One Piece.
Well,
I was gonna say maybe. Yeah.
Here's the thing. They break everything up into what, like 10 to 12 episodes now, and then for most shows we get 2 seasons almost automatically. This is not including anime. We're just talking about in general media that's not Japanese. Like American media, for the most part, it's 2 seasons to prove yourself, unless the show's really bad and you get the axe. So like I never understood. Like right now, I never understood why people are like people who like a really crap show, which if you like what you like, I don't care, whatever. But you like a really crap show, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's renewed for a second season. It's a really good show." Then, I'm like, no, almost every show gets 2 seasons now. That's kind of how the format works at this point.
Except
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
My
Except
phone
what?
heard you all.
Oh Jesus!
What does that
You gonna
mean?
get the the Eye of Thundera?
Sword of Omens.
Yeah, but inside it has the Eye of Thundera.
Right.
Sight beyond sight.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh wow! Hey, for the record, second season Thundercats they introduced a blind character. Okay.
All right. Cool.
Well, they
Oh my
had
God.
every demographic. They got their fairy cake on there too. Whoever needed it.
Oh God.
Oh my God! I just realized it's the only thing they haven't put into the Ghostbusters universe yet is a blind character. I pay to watch that.
Sign me up. I'm
I could
good.
just. Oh my God! What were those tiny little? What's those tiny little cars where it seats two? It's like it was called the Cube, right?
No, Cube was an SUV.
Okay, the Cube is the. You know the ones I'm talking about, Andrew, right? The like two-seater
Smart
tiny
cars?
little things.
Yeah,
Smart card?
the smart car.
Yeah,
but they had the back.
That's Andrew's. That's Andrew's Ecto One, just because he's a team of one.
Hey, Sean, throw me up for just a second.
Jeez.
Yeah,
LBD
sure,
will be able to appreciate this, and Vince
on.
will too.
Could assume it's sports.
So, obviously, the Tennessee Vols won the national championship in baseball.
The World Series.
The hell?
Tony Vitello to Josh Heupel. Next, it's your turn. They went My Hero Academia on it. That's awesome.
I was gonna say I'm
That's our
totally
baseball
lost on
coach and our football coach.
that.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of,
yeah. So Andrew, you still want to be a blind Ghostbuster? We can do this, buddy.
Yeah. Do this.
Oh, God. Now I feel cheated. I want them to go back to making cartoon episodes where they do 65 episodes in a season.
I don't think kids have the attention span
No.
for that now.
Well,
They can only
funny
go
part
through 6,500 shorts a day.
well,
Pretty much.
the irony is that there's only 52 weeks in a year, so there's only 52 Saturdays. So it's like, they were double dipping on the
Doubling
episodes.
them up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then here's
New
the other
season.
thing too. Like let's say you can get a kid to watch I'll tell you right now, my kid can watch some certain shows that kind of like don't have a new season yet on repeat for. She does it less now, but she did it for a while. Like where there's certain shows, like she'll just watch it and then watch it again another day and not get bored of it. Because they're so used to streaming, they don't have to like wait for something new to come out on TV.
Swiper, no swiping.
And here's the thing. No, I didn't have to deal with that. Thank God. Like, and it's not just my kid. Like, I've noticed that like kids in my family or friends, kids and stuff like that. It's a very common thing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
I don't know.
Speaking
I
of
can't
like older cartoons and stuff, like
Yeah.
things have been popping up here lately of like old episodes of Ren and Stimpy. I forgot
Oh,
how
yeah.
bad those cartoons really were.
Oh yeah.
Meaning, like the one that popped up yesterday, I think it was in one of my feeds.
The
It was
bathroom
on
scene.
TikTok, huh?
The bathroom scene.
Yes, they were handing out towels in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God! I was like, wow.
Like
Not for
that
kids.
animation. Sorry, go ahead, LBD.
No, I just said not for kids. I'm good. I'm done.
You know,
Okay. If you check out if you like that animation, the company that made it was called Funko Animation, and apparently Bjork really loved their type of animation. So she's got like 4 or 5 music videos where it's all in that style, and it's so borderline. It's like you're surprised that it actually played on TV. It's like, oh wow.
Speaking of like shows like that and like that, you're surprised it's still like some stuff of that stuff obviously is not around anymore. But one show that's still doing it is South Park. I find it funny because I didn't realize this, but apparently because in the era that South Park was coming out and when they did the deal with Comedy Central, they own all the internet streaming rights. Like they can do whatever they want online with South Park. So they have their own websites where they just release the episodes like every time they have a new episode. They don't have to wait for nobody. No, it doesn't have to get on TV or streaming service. You can just go to their website and watch it, which is insane to me.
Watch the documentary on what it takes for them to make an episode and the
Oh,
process.
yeah.
It is.
Oh yeah, it's less than a week.
I've seen it. Yeah, it's anarchy.
They start in the beginning and drop at the end.
And that's why they're so relevant, I think, till this day, just because everything they do is current. Kind of like unlike The Simpsons, where they kind of like gone a little bit more mainstream.
They'll sit there and go, but it was just wild, and they're like, yeah, we've only missed one deadline, and that was because there was a blackout in Los Angeles, and they couldn't upload to Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, damn.
I heard that, and I was like, really? They start the week, and they'd have it out by the end of the week. It's just nuts.
That's crazy.
Just the idea alone, man. Like producing, and they're a team. Apparently, they're a team of like 15 people, and they can do an entire 30-minute episode in a week.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And now they've gotten it to such a point now that Matt and Trey, all they have to do is do their voices. They don't have to do too much of the storyboarding anymore.
Well, yeah, man, that thing's a well-oiled machine that makes fucking tons of money at this point.
Sorry,
Well, I
Vince.
know one of the
You
new,
took it.
Sorry,
New
Vince, you took your
episodes.
F-bomb.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Reserved for Vince there, LBD, but no, you took it. You're greedy.
It's like the last slice of pizza, man.
I even tried to save that one.
I know.
I didn't even notice it, to be honest with you.
He was gonna hold it over and use 2 next week. No, sorry.
Was
They
it?
don't roll over.
Yeah, roll
Oh my
over.
god! I keep holding them for an entire year and 52 F-bombs in a row. Just
Yeah, that one's not getting monetized. Just saying.
At that point, I'd be just like, if you have any small children in the room or people with heart conditions, please ask them to leave or turn the volume down. Vince, you are a go.
Like, Sean,
This
you
is
don't have an
18 and
earpiece,
up.
then why are you holding your ear?
Oh man. So I mean, pop wise, nothing of interest.
No.
Mitch mentioned. I mean, we'll hopefully get more glam shots of stuff that we don't know about, as opposed to stuff that we already know about.
Hey, look out! Daria's coming out tomorrow. The NFT. Woo!
I think Daria came out in the '90s, dude.
You getting
It
any
should stay
packs?
there.
No,
Hey, yeah.
no, that thing ain't gonna sell for crap, buddy.
You know the song and dance for Mitch. No, I'm not going to get any, and then I'm going to buy a pack. Then I'm going to see if I can get something, and then I'll realize I'm 3 away from the royalty. Then I'll get the royalty, and
There is no royalty.
There-
Yeah, it's
Oh.
literally like 4 pops.
oh, okay. Well then, in that case, yeah, this might be the time where Mitch is actually true to his word.
I've never watched an episode ever. Not one.
Yet again,
care
that show
zero
was
about it.
probably- It was probably out when you were not home.
The only thing I found funny about Daria in the '90s was the few episodes I watched, which was on, ironically enough, YTV. It was this person against capitalism, against the man, and against the machine. But meanwhile, you'd go into any like retail store, and there was like Daria backpacks and T-shirts.
Yeah.
It's like
Yep.
the people that like the show, I don't think they're going to buy that. I guess they're going through the Nickelodeon catalog at this point, because I mean, what they've done Rocco, they've done Rugrats, they've done
Hey
Johnny,
Arnold.
yeah, Hey Arnold.
I think
Johnny
Phantom.
Nickelodeon's kind of going through a whole like new. I wouldn't say new management, but like basically there's somebody else running that place now. I think
Oh yeah,
so. It's like
it's definitely corporate.
so. It's just a lot going on.
I think they need to
I'm
bring
just-
back the shows they used to have, like the Hidden Temple and stuff
Oh,
like
dude,
that.
I
Those were
used to
fun.
love watching
I've
that
actually I gone to the studio in Florida where they do all that stuff before.
Yeah, me too.
Oh really?
Yep.
What is
Yeah, I
Hidden
got
Temple? I've
Slime
heard of
there.
it, but never seen it.
It's like a game show type thing. Kids going
It's
through.
almost like a it's like
American Ninja
a
for
little
kids.
course. Yeah.
Okay, so like American
Oh.
Gladiators.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like
Kind
that.
of.
Okay, all right.
But they also have to do trivia, and then there's
Yeah,
obstacles to get
Yep.
through and everything like that.
and
By
then
the way, if you
there's,
ever want to do
there's,
pressing, sorry, go ahead.
there's ancient people who can also come and like just pull you out. like they're
Yeah.
supposed to be like preachers from the temple that just can just come and grab you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That kind. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like an alley dweller.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you ever wanted if you're having a really good happy day and you want to get depressed real quick, look up some of the American Gladiators and what they look like now.
Oh god, I used to watch that when I was a kid all the time. Never missed
Well,
it.
there's a documentary about them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a documentary that came out.
Yeah.
Now I gotta
is
see
it
it.
on Netflix or is it on?
It's on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Is
Okay.
It? Okay.
I never really
I'll
cared
watch
much about that show, so
I think I watched it on YouTube actually.
Gotcha.
The only thing I liked about that show was the one where they had like the tennis ball launchers. And they were
Yes.
Oh
firing.
yeah, that was.
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, and I watched a guy, and it looked like he was going to make it to the end, and one of the balls were on the ground. He didn't see, and he stepped on it. And the guy just did this perfect somersault in the air and landed flat on his face. And it was, and he was like 2 feet from the finish line.
What do you guys remember that show? But it was like from Japan or China or something. It was the same kind of deal, but
Oh,
yeah.
they have to
Fantastic.
jump. What was it?
Yeah, it was called Kakashi's Castle.
Oh, I don't know. I just remember like they
reason
had
I
to
remember
step
it
onto
was-
these rolling rollers
Yeah.
and yeah.
Oh
It
yeah.
was called Kakashi's Castle. The only reason I know that is because they the original show, because what they did was they found the show was based in the 80s and 70s. They did voiceovers and brought it to North America, and that's why people found it funny and they called it something else. But the original was Kakashi's Castle because the only person who
Yeah.
ever won out of the hundreds of episodes they showed was one guy, and he won. It was some type of little K car.
Oh jeez.
They
Yeah.
rebranded that and called it Wipeout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah.
All right.
But the original show, if you look it up, is called Kakashi's Castle, and it's
Kakashi's
like a-
Castle.
Kakashi's. Thank you.
Kakashi.
There's like 100
Takashi with a T.
Kakashis.
With a T.
Today,
And
Junior.
there's over 100 some odd episodes, and they brought it over and they did all these like mystery science, voiceovers to make it funny.
Mitch, it's Sean. Let's be honest. Like you're fighting an uphill battle at that point.
Damn Skippy, pick your battles.
That's cute.
The only reason I remember the show was because there was a guy who got hit in the side from like the spinning whatever you want to call them, and the guy stands up and he's like, "I pee blood." And for some reason, 14-year-old me with like 5 other immature friends could not stop laughing.
We're kind of doing that right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And all that summer, that's all we did when somebody got hurt. I pee blood.
Yeah, I watched
God.
Wipeout a couple times. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, some of those people, you have to wonder where they are and how they're doing now. Like, I watched one girl turn into like the letter S.
Watch her get folded up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then they
when they fall between those rollers,
Yeah.
bam,
Well,
hit their face off and then hit their head.
look it up. They did a Canadian version of Wipeout. The obstacle
Oh,
course
God.
is still in the field and it's rotting, but it's still there.
Hey, did you all see the thing that's been popping up here lately that Billy Butcher and Homelander were both on Xena, Warrior Princess, back in the day?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mitch,
They were-
that's kind of like slim. That's like shooting fish in a barrel. Like who wasn't on those shows at that point? Like everybody, they just threw a dart at the wall and like, yeah, you're in. Go.
I remember when Kevin Serbo came to the Fan Expo and people were like, "It must be amazing! You're all over New Zealand. You get to see all these places." Like, no, actually, we have like maybe 5 acres, and every shot we do is just the camera turning 30 degrees to the left or the right. He says most episodes are literally kept within like a 1 mile radius of where we started.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jeez.
He's like, yeah, there was apparently one episode they filmed literally behind one of the hotels they were staying at. They just kept moving the camera all over the property.
Just ruined the
Oh,
movie
yeah.
magic.
Well, like I said, you can't really
Yeah.
save money like you used to. But
But actually, those guys were they were in Toronto this weekend. Apparently, they were all of them. If you check their Instagram posts, they were posting pictures of them out on the bay on a boat and having lunch and stuff. And I'm sitting there going, I wonder how many people didn't realize who was down by the bayfront because they were there all day Saturday.
what show was he on recently? He was on something not too far off from now.
Who?
Kevin Sorbo. He was
Sorbo.
on something recently, wasn't he?
I have no clue.
He did something recently, and it was something like people watched. I can't remember what it is.
Who?
Kevin
It was
Sorbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hercules.
think it was this year.
Oh, Hercules.
He wasn't
Yeah,
like a major part of it.
I'm looking right now. Nothing as of like 2019.
The Firing Squad. 2024. And God Made Man. Destination Heaven. I Feel Fine. These are all 2024 stuff. Christmas at Keystone 2023.
Why does it sound like a Hallmark special?
Maybe
Oh,
it's
that's
something
what I was
that I
thinking,
watched that was older and I just didn't notice it. I don't know. It was weird. I could have sworn I saw him in something not too long ago.
Yeah, I'm
Bezos.
looking right. Meet the Spartans, maybe.
Meet the Spartan.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't see anything that's anything
Yeah.
mainstream stuff.
I know when he was on that space show Andromedon, and I hadn't seen it because
Andromeda.
he just finished Andromeda. Thank you. He finished Hercules back in 1999, and then a year later he's on the space show, and it's like, wow, what the hell happened? Because he went from having like his normal size head to like this tiny little body. It's like, wow. So 1 year of not lifting weights really changes a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the only thing, yeah, like Mitch said, Firing Squad. That's the most recent movie, and
He
I'm
was in
looking it up right
Supergirl.
now. Really?
Yeah, in 2017, he was in Supergirl.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Played
Yeah.
Largand, Largand. I don't know.
That I remember. I don't know. I would have to look at these titles. Maybe it's something I watched randomly and it just happened to be there.
Yeah, could have been.
Who remembers Call the Conqueror? There's Funko Pops we need.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I have no idea what you're talking.
It was supposed to be a sword and sorcery, and it was apparently supposed to be the beginning of like a trilogy. And I remember renting it. Somebody who liked Conan the Barbarian, and it had Kevin Sorbo, and so I was like, "Oh yeah, the guy who's playing Hercules. This will be amazing." And I watched it, and I went. I rode my bike for 20 minutes uphill to get this movie, and it sucked so bad. I mean, not as bad as J-Lo's movie. I mean, that movie was horrible.
Yeah.
Remember, it wasn't him, but it was that Mark Singer guy, the Beastmaster.
Oh, I remember Beastmaster.
That was a
God.
good movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you ever watch the sequel?
yeah. It was terrible. But
I remember
What
it
was it?
raining.
Poto and
The two ferrets.
yeah, the two ferrets is Poto
Yeah.
and Kodo and Poto.
Oh
Were
yeah,
the two ferrets.
it was the ferret, the tiger, and the hawk.
Yeah.
All I remember was I didn't know there was a first one. We had apparently in the school video library we had the second one, and it was raining, and it was just before March break. So they were like, "Yeah, we're supposed to do this whole outside thing, so we're just gonna pop this movie in for like the last hour and a half of school."
Yeah. Y'all remember Krull?
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
I didn't know if any of the other guys did. I know you probably would.
No,
I do.
The glaive.
Yes.
You do like this, and all the little
Yeah.
things would pop out. The little looked like a big, huge throwing star,
Yeah, it was a throwing star with a bunch of pocket knives on it.
and he'd go. He'd go. Shh.
And his one companion, he's like, "Yes, my species knows exactly when they're going to die."
Yeah.
And they know this. And it's like the guy's like, "How is that useful?"
Yeah.
Well, it's just how we are. It's
Jeez.
and then like and then 3/4 of the way through the movie, he's like, "Okay, this is as far as I go. Why? Well, it's my time to die now. But you look perfectly fine. But it's my time to die." It's like, okay.
All those
look at Vince's
all those
face.
movies back then were hilarious, man. Like Legend,
Oh God,
I remember
Tom
Legend.
Cruise. And wasn't
that
that like
movie?
Mia Sarah? Wasn't that the girl that was in it?
Yeah, Mia Sarah was in it. Tom Cruise and
Yeah.
buddy who played Frankenfurter.
Tim Curry,
Tim Curry.
Tim
was
Curry.
the
Played the
demon
devil.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the 40-pound
Yeah.
headpiece that he had to wear.
Oh yeah,
Apparently gave him neck pain. Go figure.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's why
we're gonna
he's in a
sit up.
wheelchair
We're gonna
now.
sit we're gonna put a 10-year-old on your neck. Okay, good luck.
Yeah, basically. God,
We're gonna
This
put-
is so funny.
Oh. Yeah, the 80s had a lot of sword and sorcery movies. I remember that all because Conan did so well. So a lot of them were like, "Oh my god!" And the problem was, have you watched Legend at all? Like within the past, let's say, 15 years?
No, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
I watched it during COVID, and I remember watching it. And as I'm watching, I'm going, "Oh my god, the pacing of this movie is so slow. Why as a kid did I like this?" And it's hard. It is a hard watch, man.
Yeah, that's like you remember Excalibur.
Yep.
Jesus.
I mean, that's like I mean, Excalibur came out like in the 70s, I want to say, but it was like Liam Neeson, Helen Mirren.
Oh, yeah. That
gosh,
movie
who
nowadays
else?
would have an epilepsy warning on it.
Yeah, who was the main character? Who played the main character in it? It was
Excalibur.
yeah,
Let's
it
take a look.
was a famous actor.
Oh,
Richard
why?
Burton. No,
Hold on. Sorry. I have to reset that. For some reason now it feels the need to tell me everything when I look it up. So who are you looking for? I mean,
Arthur.
Me.
Arthur, Nigel Terry.
Nigel Terry, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Helen Mirren was in it. Liam Neeson was in it. What other actors? There were several that you would know.
Well, Helen Mirren, Nigel Terry, Liam Neeson, Nicholas Williamson, Catherine Broom. Wow. Patrick Stewart, Nicholas Clay,
Patrick
Gabriel
Stewart.
Bryant.
That's
Yeah.
Captain Picard.
Yes. And the irony is he looks exactly as he did.
Yeah. I know.
That man has not aged. I swear he made a Crossroads deal somewhere. I want to be famous. It'll cost you your hair. Done.
Yeah, that was an interesting movie, man.
I just remember everything that was silver in that sparkled. Like they put that glitter, that reflective paint on it.
Bro, when I pulled that up, the you might also like, listen.
Yeah.
Crawl.
Okay.
Dragon Slayer. You remember that movie?
Oh,
God,
actually,
yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Yes. Lady Hawk. I remember that
Lady
movie.
Hawk.
Legend. Willow.
Okay.
The Beastmaster. Conan the Barbarian. Highlander. Flash Gordon.
Oh God.
Conan the Destroyer. Time Bandits.
I've seen all these.
Man.
Red
Yeah.
Sonja?
Enemy Mine.
No, I never
Remember
saw
with
that.
Louis Gossett Jr. and Dennis
No,
Quaid.
I'll have to see that.
Yeah, have you not
Never
seen
seen
that?
No.
I think I've
Oh
seen it.
yeah.
Is that about the two, the human and an alien?
Yes.
Yeah, I seen that one.
Yeah. Big Trouble in Little China, Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
But that's the list of all the movies. And like several of the ones we were just talking about were on that list.
Yeah.
Some you might like.
Oh God, I love Time Bandits. Did you know? Okay, so anybody who's seen Time Bandits, there are two maps, like actual reproductions. There was the hero map and then the backup in case something broke. But because the hero map in the movie was written on actual leather and done so well that they used it for the entire movie, and it now sits in the Smithsonian, and it's still in perfect shape as if it was on set. But I was going to go on about Time Bandits. It's the best line is when they're on the Titanic. They hop onto the Titanic, and he's like, "How was I to know the boat was going to sink? It's the Titanic. What do you think it does? Well, it wasn't written on the ticket."
You know what? I think I've heard that line before.
Yeah. It was really good. If you get a chance, I recommend seeing it.
I may
It
have
was
to
one
go
of those
back and
movies.
watch that Dragon Slayer.
What?
I remember that movie.
Who's in
Watched
that? I
that back
can't
in the day.
sure remember who's in that.
Peter McNichol, Caitlin Clark.
Really?
There's a girl named Caitlin Clark. CaitlinClarke is her name.
Wow.
I mean, I remember her from the
Snug
movie.
from the Olympics.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of people in that. I mean, there's a few people in there that you would see their faces and be like, oh yeah. But it was just, I just remember seeing that movie back. I mean, it came out in what, 86, 81.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. A lot of the older movies that I've seen, it was either because it was on some channel and I just was like, oh, this might be interesting, and I watched it.
Yeah.
Or my mom's aunt's house, where I used to go spend some time in Brooklyn sometimes. Her husband, what did you call Uncle Mike? He used to like record movies all the time, and and just have like a giant wall of like random movies. I just pull out like 5 of them and watch. And then eventually I got into a rhythm of like, I would watch certain movies like repeatedly when I went there, but I would always pick something like that I haven't seen as well. And that's kind of how I watch older movies.
Actually, you forgot one good movie there, Mitch. Buckaroo Banzai. Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah. But that's another movie from that era, that time. Literally,
you said Red
literally
Sonja. I definitely remember that. That was Brigitte Nielsen was in that, wasn't it?
Yeah. And the funny part was they wanted to have Arnold Schwarzenegger in as Conan, but he's like, no, because if I go in as Conan, it's going to take away from her. It's her movie. So they put him in the movie, but he plays another character who's a thief. But the problem is he plays it exactly like he's Conan. So there is, it's like, are you Conan? No, I'm a Sonan. No relation to Conan. I just happen to have a large sword and muscles and walk around in a loin skin, but nothing related to Conan.
Man, but yeah. Was it Conan the Destroyer that had like what was her name? Marion Diabo and Grace Jones and Wilt Chamberlain and all them in it?
Yeah. Babata! Yeah. Oh, God. That was the first movie I ever saw Grace Jones, and didn't know that she was in a James Bond movie. The first time I saw her, I was like, that woman, her entire body is built with 90-degree angles.
Yeah.
There's no curves. There are no curves on her. She is complete. She is like early PlayStation Laura Croft.
I mean, she was like lean as all get out. Super fit.
Yeah, and all the stuff she was doing in that movie, man, she seriously looked like she could take Arnold and have no problem doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know, thanks to Conan, the one thing my Uncle Glenn used to always do just for fun, and eventually now I can't get it out of my head, randomly he would go, Sean, what's best in life? And now it's drilled in my head. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of their women.
Oh yeah, you did that for a while. Like after we watched the movie, you did that like for like a good 2 months.
Yeah, it just gets stuck in my head. How can you not like?
Oh yeah, Laura, you're exactly right. Yeah, Time Bandits was great. Of course, I love Monty Python. I love their humor in movies. I can darn near quote Grail the whole thing.
Well, I didn't vote for him. How can you tell he's a kid because he's not covered in shite?
So now that we're talking about all these old movies and stuff, what is an old movie that you, besides the obvious, like that you would mention? Because what I'm gonna say is they would never make like figures for, like Funko Pops for.
Oh, easily.
Like
you already know. God damn you! That's the one I was gonna go with.
I didn't even hear what he said.
Blazing Saddles.
I said besides the obvious, which was that one. I thought that was pretty clear.
Okay.
Debbie definitely does Dallas. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah,
I think that's another obvious one.
The producers.
Old Boy.
Oh my God.
Huh?
Old Boy. That's the one he said.
I don't know what that is.
The Korean version, though.
Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking. Yeah.
Great movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is.
Watch it. Thank me later.
I don't think the producers would ever get made just because there's a, you're never gonna get a movie moment of Springtime for Hitler.
I mean, we got a Satan South Park pop. So
yeah, that's true. But we didn't get a movie moment of him and Saddam in bed.
I don't think we'll get Schindler's List
with the pineapple.
Schindler's List, yeah, Probably
Or
not.
the what's the prison one.
Pajama.
The prison one. Red. The guy's name's Red. It's Morgan Freeman.
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, oh, I take that back. I want a scented Shawshank Redemption one last scene.
God.
You know, I think we really need some Roots pops. You know, just
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Pink Flamingo.
Oh,
Laura's
God.
got a good one. Pink
The Brooks
Flamingos.
moment.
Oh,
the Roots moment. Oh my gosh! But it's got to be the
Pink-
Dave Chappelle one.
The Last American Virgin.
Black
Sounds
Snake
like a
Moan.
superhero.
By the way,
Black Snake Moan will never get pops of.
the only reason I
Freaks
say
is good.
besides the obvious, because I knew you both were going to go for Blazing Saddles.
Oh,
right
so was
away.
I.
It's
Yeah.
kinda
That's
like
exactly what I thought
it's kind
too.
of like the go-to for this group. So I said besides the obvious, because like everybody was going to say that one movie.
Have
It's
y'all
funny,
watched that?
anybody-
Have y'all watched that documentary about the Brat Pack?
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty interesting. I never knew that they were really offended by that as much as they were
Really?
being called that. I don't remember the controversy behind it. I just remember seeing them in, St. Elmo's Fire and,
Yeah.
all those different movies, and Breakfast Club and all that. But I didn't know that was like a bad thing for them.
Mm.
So,
Well, being
you
a
think we'll
being a
get
Brat
American
Pack-
History X pops?
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
Deliverance
Oh.
pops.
Oh, that's a little Burt Reynolds.
oh wow! Movie moment with
Fun.
light and
Or
sound.
Train
No,
Spotting.
no. Mitch. Movie moments with light and sound. Can you squeal?
I got
Well, if you want to go there, The Hills Have Eyes. Movie moment
oh
of
God, no,
the trailer, the
no.
RV.
You know which one I actually want? 13 Ghosts. I want pops of that.
That would be cool.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know
I
what's
love that
crazy?
I haven't
movie.
seen that one in forever.
That
great.
movie. I remember the
But
first
it's-
time I saw that movie. It was interesting because I've never been like a, I guess, horror or whatever you want to call it guy.
Yeah.
But for some
Yeah.
reason, that movie played a lot around a specific time when I was watching TV, and I've seen it so many times.
Oh,
I mean, it's
just
pretty
remember
funny.
watching-
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sean.
What were you gonna say?
You're gonna say.
No, I'm
Oh,
done.
I was
What were
gonna.
you gonna say?
I was gonna say I like it when he's sitting there and they're talking about going down in the basement, and he's like, "Did I say there's a effing petting zoo down there?" I said, "No, there's ghosts." Like, that's the best part of the whole movie. That and when that girl or that dude gets sliced in half, and the front part of his body slides off the back. Like,
I just remember my favorite out of the whole thing is when they start introducing the different ghosts, and you see the little boy, and he looks like a normal kid until you realize, wait, that's an arrow sticking out of it, and he turns his head sideways, and you see the arrow. It's like, oh,
across his
because
head.
the way they line the shot up, it's straight down, so you can't really see the arrow because you're looking directly at it. But as soon as he turns sideways, and you get that side peripheral.
Yeah.
There is the black and white one. There was the one that was done, I think, in the 60s, and then the one that was obviously the one we remember.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I'm going to wrap it up because I'm actually legitimately hungry because I haven't eaten all day.
Me too.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, mine is just because I've been home all day, so I forget to eat. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up. I want to say thank you so much for Quickdraw, Mitch, LBD, Andrew, and Vince for coming on tonight. Thank you, everybody that came out. Again, thank you, Laura, so much for the super chat. Honestly, that I really super appreciate that. Thank you. And we will see you next week. In the meantime, take care and see ya.
Yeah.
Wow.